Starting with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome to the Quick Learn Academy by Arusairam. In this video, we will discuss the English class 12th guest paper, the most important questions from the full book. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज की इस वीडियो में हम मेजर पोर्शन आपके जो सब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस आने हैं उसको कवर करेंगे। इसके साथ साथ आपके जो ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको भी डिस्कस करेंगे। तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आपने वीडियो को लाजमी लास्ट तक देखना है और अगर आप इन क्वेश्चंस को प्रिपेयर कर लेते हैं तो इंशाल्लाह आपका पेपर बहुत अच्छा होगा। अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपका रिज़ल्ट बहुत अच्छा है तो एटलीस्ट इन क्वेश्चंस को आप लाजमन प्रिपेयर करें। और जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने अपनी फुल बुक की बहुत अच्छी तैयारी की है ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन जिन्होंने पूरा साल इतना नहीं पढ़ा तो मैं उन सब स्टूडेंट्स को यही सजेस्ट करूँगी कि वो इन गेस क्वेश्चंस को लाजमी देख लें। ये उन्हें फ़ाइनल पेपर में काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्प करेंगे। वीडियो को स्टार्ट करने से पहले अगर अभी तक आपने मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया देन डू सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल विच इज़ क्विक लर्न अकेडमी बाय अरूसा इरम। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, सबसे पहले हम बात कर लेते हैं इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द बुक 2 जो मॉडर्न प्रोज है। वहाँ से आपके टोटल 30 क्वेश्चंस हैं। आपने जस्ट इन 30 क्वेश्चंस को अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लेना है। एंड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ व्हाट आर प्लैनेट्स एंड हाउ डिड दे कम इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस। सेकंड इज़ व्हाट कंडीशंस आर नेसेसरी फॉर लाइफ, do such conditions generally exist. Third is what happened when the wandering star come near the sun. Four is what is planetary system. Fifth is what are stars. Six is how did our earth come into existence. Seven is what are superstitions. Name some superstitions still present in our society. Eighth is how has scientific method helped us in the production and preservation of food. Nine is how has scientific method helped us in our fight against diseases. 10th is what part did astrology play in the lives of men and women in the past? Give examples. 11 is what are the two types of boys who fail in college? 12th is what place would you accord to sportsmanship in college? 12th is how do health problems lead to the failure of the boys in college? 14 is what was Ditch's attitude toward weekend as a schoolboy? 15 is what was Ditch's general view about school life? 16 is how has Dutchy spent his summer holidays? 17 is what type of books were presented by the British public to the soldiers? 18 is why should bad books be destroyed? 19 is describe the author midnight adventure to throw the books in the river. 20 is how did Jerome come to suspect that his liver was out of order? 21 is why did Jerome think that he was acquisition to the medical class? 22 is he thought he was doing the doctor good turn by going to him. Why? 23 is why did the manager come to think that the Leacock had an awful secret to reveal? 24 is after his adventure in the bank, where did Leacock keep his money? 25 is discuss Chinese agriculture system. 26 is how does China rely on its own resources? 27 is write a note on the Chinese woman. 28 is what does hunger mean on large scale as viewed by the author? 29 is how do famines occur? 30 is what is the main reason for the population increase today? Dear students, अब हम मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द बुक टू हीरोज पार्ट इसको डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. एंड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट डिड द अब्बासिड caliph say on receiving the head of his governor? Second is what did Abadur Rahman do to make himself strong and to beautify his capital? Third is why did do Churchill do well in the examination? Fourth is how did he do his Latin paper? Fifth is Churchill was taught English at Harrow and not Latin and Greek. Was it a gain or loss? Six is give an idea of the size of Sahara. How does it compare with the England? 7 is what did Christopher Foster mother to do with his desire to see the distant places? 8 is how did he manage to get seat in the weapons carrier? 9 is what did the driver of the truck tell Christopher about the three Englishmen who had been attempted to cross the desert? 10 is describe the journey through the land of thirst and death. 11 is what are antiseptics and what is the antiseptic method. 12th is what was the chief defect of antiseptic method. 13 is describe how Fleming discovered penicillin. 14 is what part is played by the white cells in the blood of human body. 15 is describe the early life of Pasteur. 16 is give some important instances of Pasteur's patriotism. 17 is what do we mean by spontaneous generation? Dear students, अब हम मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द नॉवल पार्ट गुड बाय मिस्टर चिप्स देख लेते हैं. गुड बाय मिस्टर चिप्स अगर आपने नॉवल को डिटेल पढ़ा हो तो इसके आलमोस्ट 17 चैप्टर्स हैं और इनमें बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस हैं. आप उन सारे क्वेश्चंस को करें अच्छी बात है, लेकिन एटलीस्ट इन 25 क्वेश्चंस को आप लाजमी करके जाएं जो मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने लगी हूँ. एंड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हाउ डिड मिस्टर चिप्स स्पेंड हिज लास्ट डेज? सेकेंड इज व्हाट मेमोरीज ऑफ कैथरीन हॉन्टेड मिस्टर चिप्स? थर्ड इज हाउ डिड मिस्टर चिप्स मेट विद कैथरीन ब्रिजेस? फोर्थ इज what do we mean by spontaneous generation? Fifth is briefly describe the death scene of Mr. Chips. Six is how did Mr. Chips tool his first class? Seven, who was Mrs. Wicket? 8 is what were the activities of Mr. Chips after the retirement? 9 is what changes did the marriage bring to Chips? 10th is why was summer of 1896 special for Mr. Chips? 11 is what were the political views of Catherine? 12th is describe the quarrel between the Ralston and Mr. Chips. 13 is what type of people were supplied by the Brookfield. 14 is what was presented to Mr. Chips on his retirement. 15 is who was Merivale? What did he say about Chip's health? 16 is how did the death of Catherine change Mr. Chips? 17 is what was Mr. Chips' will? 18 is what was the reaction of the parents on the quarrel between the Ralston and Mr. Chips? 19 is write a brief note on Mr. Chatteris. 20 is briefly describe about Brookfield. 21 is who was Ralston. 22 is How was Mr. Chips in the matter of discipline? 23 is what did Mr. Weatherby advised Mr. Chips on the day of interview? 24 is what kind of fellow was Mr. Weatherby? 25 is how did Mr. Chips measure his time when he lived a Mrs. Wicket? डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आप मिस्टर चिप्स का जो नावल है, अगर आप उस सारे को नहीं पढ़ सके तो एटलीस्ट आप उसकी समरी को लाजमी पढ़ें और उसका एक रफ़ पेज के ऊपर स्केच ड्रा करें कि मिस्टर चिप्स की लाइफ में किस डेट को क्या चेंज आया, और आप मिस्टर चिप्स की लाइफ में आने वाले डिफरेंट जो करेक्टर्स हैं उनको लाजमी लिखें। एक अगर आप पेज के ऊपर एक स्केच ड्रा कर लेते हैं फुल नावल का तो आपके लिए बहुत इजी रहेगा, चाहे आपसे जौन सा मर्जी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए, और आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस भी इजीली इससे सॉल्व हो जाएंगे। तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एसेस की बात कर लेते हैं। टोटल जो हैं 13 एसेस हैं जो कि बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट हैं और ये मोस्ट रिपीटेड हैं। एसेज आपके पास्ट पेपर्स में भी काफ़ी बार पूछे जा चुके हैं। एंड द फर्स्ट इज़ पेट्रियोटिज्म, very important essay. Second is my aim in life. Third is corruption. Fourth is why I love Pakistan. Fifth is importance of Muslim unity. Six is pollution. Seven is place of women in society. Eight is life in a village. Nine is my first day at college. 10 is uses and abuses of cell phones. 11 is energy crisis. 12th is a cricket match. 13 is द होली कुरान। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इसमें एक ऐसे मिस हो गया है, वो आपका आ सकता है अल्लामा इकबाल या कायद आज़म के रिलेटेड, आवर नेशनल पोइट, या माय फेवरेट पर्सनालिटी। तो आप उसमें लिख सकते हैं अल्लामा इकबाल, कायद आज़म के बारे में, या द लाइफ ऑफ हॉली प्रॉफिट सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आपने इन एसेस को बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना है। इनमें आपने कोटेशंस को ऐड करना है, और जो भी आप कोई कोटेशन ऐड करते हैं उसमें कोई भी मिस्टेक नहीं होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि पूरे पेपर में जो भी चीज़ आप हाईलाइटेड लिखते हैं उसमें कोई टेंस मिस्टेक, कोई स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक बिल्कुल भी ना हो, क्योंकि पेपर चेक करते हुए बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स की ये मिस्टेक्स निकलती हैं। जो हाईलाइटेड चीज़ें लिखी होती हैं उनमें मिस्टेक्स होती हैं, तो उनसे उनके काफ़ी मार्क्स जो हैं वो डिडक्ट हो जाते हैं। तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट ईडियम्स की बात कर लेते हैं। A cat's paw, above board, a narrow escape, maiden speech, a man of straw, at 11th hour, at length, at sixes and sevens, at dangers drawn, at large, bad blood, call in, bread and butter, beat about the bush, break the ice, carry on, carry out, give away, get through, break away, break out, bag and baggage, for good, cold blood, dark horse, give in, put down, bring up, white elephant, above board, a queer fish, back out, a bird's view, I view, better behalf, carry the day, call the spade a spade, every inch, get rid of, hold water, null and void, rainy day, put on, carry off, come by, come across, draw blank, and in the smoke, fall out, in black and white, die in harness, heart and soul, pass away, put off, rainy day, smell a rat, loins shear। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस कर लेते हैं एंड द फर्स्ट इज करेक्शन एक्सरसाइज। हम नाउन वाले पोर्शन का फर्स्ट जो है सेंटेंस देखते हैं। आई नीड अ 10 रुपीज़ नोट। आ 10 रुपी आएगा, रुपीज़ नहीं आएगा। सो इट्स करेक्शन इज आई नीड अ 10 रुपी नोट। सेकेंड इज ही रैन 300 मीटर साइकिल। He ran 300 meter race. Third is he has 10 heads of cattle. He has head of cattle. Fifth is I took pain in my work. I took pains in my work. Six is he gave order to release him. He gave order to release him. Seven is he gave me many advices. He gave me many pieces. Eight is I have many works to do. Its correction is I have many pieces of work to do. Dear students, अब हम pronoun की correction exercise देख लेते हैं. Let Sabiha and I go there. Let Sabiha and me go there. Second is everyone raised their hands. Its correction is everyone raised his hand. Six is the boy who was promoted, he was my brother. Its correction is the boy who was promoted was my brother. Seven is he availed of the opportunity. He availed himself of the opportunity. Eight is he enjoyed at the concert. We enjoyed at the concert. We enjoyed ourselves at the concert. Nine is these two boys hate one another. These two boys hate each other. 10 is let children love each other. Little children love each other. Little children love one another. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम 10 सेंटेंसेस देख लेते हैं वर्ब की करेक्शन के रिलेटेड एंड द फर्स्ट इज द वेजेस ऑफ द सिन आर hen. The wages of sin is hell. Or hell. The wages of sin is hell. Second is 10 miles are a long distance. Its correction is 10 miles is a long distance. Third is my brothers only help were his friends. Its correction is my brother's only help was his friends. Four is his friend and the benefactor have left the room. His friend and benefactor has left the room. Fifth is they found that the ship is leaking. They found that the ship was leaking. Six is I request you not to cut jokes in the class. I request you not to make jokes in the class. Seven is he made 3 goals in the last match. He scored 3 goals in the last match. Eight is he is reading in a medical college. He is studying in the medical college. Nine is he has come yesterday. He came yesterday. 10 is why he wrote that foolish letter. Its correction is why did he write that foolish letter. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम आर्टिकल के रिलेटेड 10 इम्पॉर्टेंट सेंटेंसेस को देख लेते हैं और उनकी करेक्शन. फर्स्ट इज ही इज़ MA while his friend is BA. Its correction is he is an MA while his friend is a BA. Second is in Lahore we stayed at hotel. In Lahore we stayed at a hotel. Third is Faisalabad is a Manchester of Pakistan. Its correction is Faisalabad is the Manchester of Pakistan. Fourth is the gold is more costly than the silver. Its correction is gold is more costly than silver. Fifth is rose is the sweetest of all flowers. Its correction is the rose is the sweetest of all flowers. Six is the man is selfish by nature. Man is selfish by nature. Seven is I have headache. Its correction is I have a headache. Eight is I am stronger of the two. Its correction is I am the stronger of the two. Nine is higher we go, cooler it was. Its correction is the higher we go, the cooler it was. 10 is this is the best book. Its correction is this is the best book. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम एडजेक्टिव के मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट 10 सेंटेंसेस और उनकी करेक्शन को देखते हैं. एंड द फर्स्ट इज़ ही इज़ अ फेमस गैम्बलर. ही इज़ अ नोटोरियस गैम्बलर. Second is we met at a house of a mutual friend to make peace. We met at a house of common friend to make peace. Third is he is a coward person. Its correction is he is a cowardly person. Fourth is we visited many worth seeing places. Its correction is we visited many places worth seeing. Fifth is she is more clever than he. Its correction is she is cleverer than he. Six is Lahore is a larger than our city in the Punjab. Its correction is Lahore is larger than any other city in the Punjab. Seven is one of the two routes. This is the shortest. Its correction is of the two routes. There, this is the shorter. 10 is it is much hot today. Its correction it is very hot today. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब हम एडवर्ब के कुछ सेंटेंसेस को देख लेते हैं. एंड इट्स फर्स्ट इज़ ही डाइड 2 months बिफोर. ही डाइड 2 months ago. Second is the strawberry shortcake taste deliciously. The strawberry shortcake tastes delicious. 7 is the rotten eggs smell badly. The rotten eggs smell bad. I seldom or ever take medicine. I never take medicine. It is much interesting book. It is very interesting book. Dear students, अब हम preposition के related कुछ important 10 sentences और उनकी correction देख लेते हैं. Its first is the lion attacked at him. The lion attacked him. Second is we reached at a platform soon after the train left. We reached the platform soon after the train left. Third is the patient has been operated. The patient has been operated upon. Four is look this word in the dictionary. Look up this word in the dictionary. Fifth is I shot the bear but missed. I shot at the bear but missed. Next is she's angry on me. She's angry with me. He wrote with red ink. He wrote in red ink. I have not seen you since a long time. I have not seen you for a long time. Dear students, अब हम conjunction की important क्वेश्चंस को देख लेते हैं और साथ इनकी करेक्शन को. द फर्स्ट इज इफ़ यू डोंट कम देन आई शैल नॉट हेल्प यू. इफ़ यू डोंट कम आई शैल नॉट हेल्प यू. सेकेंड इज इफ़ ही इज़ पुअर then I'll help him. If he is poor, I'll help him. Third is although he is old, but he is strong. Although he is old, yet he is strong. Fourth is hardly had we set out then the bad weather began. Hardly had we set out when the bad weather began. Fifth is no sooner he left than the storm broke. No sooner he left when the storm broke. Next is unless you don't work hard, you cannot secure good marks. Unless you work hard, you cannot secure good marks. 8 is neither he comes nor he rides, neither he comes nor rides. He wears like his friend does, he wear like his friend does. 10 is he cried as if he was mad, he cried as if he were mad. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस में इन करेक्शन के साथ साथ इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रपोजिशंस भी पूछी जाती हैं, तो आप ये देख लें. द फर्स्ट इज़ अबाइड बाय, सेकंड इज़ बिलीव इन, इंटाइटल्ड टू, कॉन्शियस ऑफ, abstain from, belong to, entrust with, to, consist in, accede to, beware of, key to, consist of, accord with, blame for, envious of, consult with, accused of, suffer from, excel in, contrary to, acquit of, blind of, excel at, contend with, adopt to, bound to, expert in, burst into, addicted to, boost of, exposed to, convince of, adhere to, capable of, fail in, cooperate with, affection for, care for, famous for, cope with, afraid of, correspond with, fit for, inclined to, affected with, count on, feel for, incapable of, appeal to, deaf to, prefer to, indebted to. तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये था आज का मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट गेस्ट पेपर. आप इस पेपर में गिवन जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं उनको लाजमन अच्छे तरीके से प्रिपेयर करें और इंशाल्लाह इनके प्रिपेयर करने से आपके बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे. विश यू बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर योर सेकेंड ईयर इंग्लिश एग्ज़ाम. और नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट की अपडेट्स के लिए आपने कनेक्टेड रहना है, ट्यून्ड रहना है. And thank you so much for listening me.